Tonight, we turn the wheel of time back millions of years, before the first cities, before the first human breath, to a world that looked entirely different. Imagine an infinite horizon, air that is crisp and heavy with oxygen, and a sky filled with creatures far more majestic than any bird we know today. Welcome back to the Dreemo channel. Tonight, we journey into the realm of the sky giants, the pterosaurs and the avian-like wonders of the Mesozoic era. These were the masters of the ancient heavens, beings of incredible design and silent grace. As we explore the science of their existence, we observe a world of perfect balance. Every wing beat, every hollow bone, and every rhythmic glide was a testament to a complex and purposeful creation. This is a journey into the wisdom of the Earth's past, a time of immense scale and profound stillness. Let the thought of the vast, open sky bring a sense of lightness to your mind. As we descend into the history of these ancient aviators, let go of the gravity of your daily worries. You are weightless. You are calm. You are free. Chapter 1: Architects of the Air. Anatomy. Fact 1. Pterosaurs were not dinosaurs. A fascinating distinction to begin our journey. Pterosaurs were not technically dinosaurs. While they lived during the same era and shared the same Earth, they were a distinct lineage of flying reptiles. If dinosaurs were the masters of the land, pterosaurs were the undisputed monarchs of the sky. Their creation followed a unique path of biological engineering, separate from their land-bound cousins. It is a beautiful example of the diversity and specialization found in the natural order. Fact 2. The miracle of the fourth finger. The wings of a pterosaur are a masterpiece of structural design. Unlike modern birds whose wings are supported by the entire arm, a pterosaur's wing was formed by an incredibly elongated fourth finger. This single finger supported a vast skin-like membrane that stretched to the hind legs. This was a sail of living tissue, capable of sensing changes in air pressure and wind direction. A perfect, sensitive instrument for navigating the invisible currents of the atmosphere. Fact 3. Hollow bones and air sacs. How did a creature the size of a plane lift itself into the air? The secret lay in their bones. Pterosaur bones were hollow, filled with air and supported by internal struts, much like the frame of a modern aircraft wing. This system was connected to their lungs, allowing for a continuous flow of oxygen. It was a design of maximum strength with minimum weight, a silent internal architecture that allowed the heavy to become light. Fact 4. The Quetzalcoatlus, the sky giraffe. Imagine a creature that stood as tall as a giraffe on the ground, but when it spread its wings, they spanned nearly 11 meters. This was the Quetzalcoatlus. It remains one of the largest flying animals in Earth's history. Despite its immense size, it was a master of soaring, using thermal currents to glide for hundreds of miles without flapping. It was a giant of the clouds, a quiet guardian of the prehistoric horizon. Fact 5. Pterodactylus, the elegant hunter. The Pterodactylus was one of the first pterosaurs discovered by science. Smaller and more agile, they patrolled the ancient coastlines. Their long jaws were lined with fine teeth perfected for catching fish in a single, silent dip toward the water. Every movement was precise, Every flight was a calculated dance with the wind. They were the messengers of the early Cretaceous, small but vital threads in the tapestry of life. Chapter 2. The Science of Ancient Flight. Dynamics. Fact 6. The quadrupedal launch. For a long time, it was a mystery how large pterosaurs took off. Recent science suggests they didn't jump like birds. Instead, they used all 4 limbs, legs and wings, to vault themselves into the air like a catapult. This quad launch gave them the power to overcome gravity instantly. It was a display of raw, focused energy, launching a mountain of muscle into the weightless embrace of the sky. Fact 7. The Rhamphorhynchus, the long tail. Early pterosaurs, like the Rhamphorhynchus, possessed long, stiff tails that ended in a diamond-shaped vein. This tail acted as a rudder, providing stability during high-speed maneuvers. As the millions of years passed, pterosaurs evolved to have shorter tails, moving the control of flight from the tail to the brain. It was a transition from mechanical stability to neurological mastery, a silent evolution of the mind's control over the body. Fact 8. Specialized crests, the head's sail. Many pterosaurs, such as the Dactylus, possessed magnificent, oversized crests on their heads. These crests were not just for display, they acted as forward rudders. By tilting their heads, they could change direction with incredible speed. Some crests were also used for heat regulation, cooling the blood as it flowed through the thin bone, a dual-purpose marvel of biological efficiency. Fact 9. Pycnofibers, the warmth of the sky. Pterosaurs were not cold, scaly reptiles. They were covered in pycnofibers, hair-like filaments that provided insulation. This suggests they were warm-blooded, possessing high metabolisms to fuel their long-distance flights. They were soft to the touch, warm, and vibrant with life. In the cold, high altitudes, these fibers kept their muscles ready, a silent shield against the chill of the heavens. Fact 10. The Dimorphodon, the heavy beak. With its large, deep beak and short wings, the Dimorphodon was a unique flyer. It was built for short, powerful bursts of flight, much like a modern puffin. It lived among the cliffs, a specialized climber and flyer. Its existence shows that the ancient sky was filled with different languages of flight, some soaring, some darting, all coexisting in a vast, shared silence. Chapter 3. The Dawn of the Feathered, Avian Evolution. Fact 11. Archaeopteryx, the first bridge. In the limestone quarries of Germany, a ghost was found, the Archaeopteryx. It had the teeth and tail of a dinosaur, but the feathers and wings of a bird. It was a bridge between 2 worlds. It reminds us that the boundaries of nature are often fluid, a gradual unfolding of design over vast stretches of time. It was a creature of the transition, a silent whisper of the birds that were yet to come. Fact 12. The Microraptor, the 4-winged glider. Nature often experiments with form. The Microraptor was a small dinosaur that had long flight feathers on both its arms and its legs. It was a 4-winged glider, moving through the canopy of ancient forests like a living kite. This design eventually disappeared, but it stands as a testament to the creative richness of life, a unique path taken in the quiet depths of the forest. Fact 13. The origin of feathers. We now know that feathers did not begin for flight. Many ground-dwelling dinosaurs were covered in downy feathers for warmth and display. Flight was a secondary gift, a new use for an old tool. This is a profound reflection on the hidden potential within all things. What was once for comfort eventually became the key to the sky. Fact 14. The Hesperornis, the diver. While some took to the air, others returned to the sea. The Hesperornis was a large, flightless, bird-like creature with teeth, built for diving. It was a master of the underwater world, moving with the silence of a torpedo. It shows that the avian path was not just about the sky, but about mastering every element: earth, water, and air. Fact 15. The brain of a flyer. To fly requires more than wings. It requires a specialized brain. Ancient flyers developed large optic lobes for sharp vision and a highly developed cerebellum for balance. Their minds had to process the world in 3 dimensions at high speeds. The evolution of flight was, in reality, the evolution of a higher perspective, a silent expansion of consciousness.
Chapter 4. The Legacy of the Clouds. Fact 16. Nesting on the edge. Pterosaurs often nested in vast colonies on remote cliffs or islands, safe from land predators. Thousands of these giants would gather in the silence of the high rocks. Fossilized eggs show that pterosaur young were flaplings, ready to fly almost immediately after hatching. They were born into the wind, a life of immediate independence and skyward ambition. Fact 17. The Pteranodon, the ocean wanderer. The Pteranodon is perhaps the most famous flyer of all. With a wingspan of 7 meters and no teeth, it spent its life soaring over the great inland seas. It was the albatross of its time, capable of traveling thousands of miles with barely a flap of its wings. It lived in the rhythm of the tides and the thermals, a life of pure aerodynamic meditation. Fact 18. The giant Ajdarshids. In the final days of the dinosaurs, the Ajdarshid pterosaurs became the largest predators on the land and in the air. They were the size of small planes, but moved on the ground with the grace of storks. They were the pinnacle of pterosaur evolution, vast, intelligent, and powerful. They were the final guardians of the Mesozoic sky. Fact 19. The Extinction and the Survivors. 66 million years ago, the era of the pterosaurs came to a silent end. But the feathered dinosaurs, the birds, survived. They carried the legacy of flight forward into our world. When you see a hawk soaring or a sparrow darting, you are seeing a distant echo of the ancient giants. The sky has never forgotten its first masters. Fact 20. The purpose in the design. The history of these creatures reminds us that the Earth has always been a place of magnificent scale and intricate detail. Nothing was accidental. Every adaptation served a purpose in the great balance of life. As we look back at the giants of the sky, we find a sense of peace in the continuity of creation, a story that began in the ancient clouds and continues in every bird that sings outside your window today.